Plus, your money does not come with you. But what you can do is basically what I did, which is pretty much you sell them, you get the money, and you're good to go, basically. Alright, so what we discover here actually is... Alright, thanks for coming in, Nico. Glad you could join me. What we discover is the throne, and we have actually re-emerged in the ruins of the Tyranno lair. Okay, I'm not sure how long this is going to go. I mean, because it all really depends on, I guess, on how quickly I get through some of the side quests. But this is probably going to be, aside from the Black Omen, this is going to be the longest of the side quest areas, I believe. So, we're getting it out of the way first. Now, the enemies you're going to see in here are pretty much what you saw in the Tyranno lair before. But they obviously are stronger. They can actually do some damage to you now. So you'll want to be careful in regards to that. Although they're still not incredibly difficult in a lot of ways. Alright, so I actually don't think I'm supposed to go this way first. I think I'm supposed to go down here, because I believe that way is actually a quick exit. This way is the direction I actually need to go, and dang it, I tried to avoid those things. Oh well. But yeah, the playthrough has been going 8.5 hours strong. I am obviously tired, but it's still going pretty well. I'm surprised I'm holding up as well as I am. Now, I do have to wonder how A, Twitch is reacting to this, and B, how my internet provider is handling it. Because they've got to be looking at this and going, oh my god, his bandwidth is out of control. In fact, I might actually get contacted about this. Ugh. We'll see. Alright, I think we open it up. Okay, we open up the save point, and we open up... Oh, dang it, wrong ones. Shoot. For some reason I thought the right one was the battles. Crap. Oh well. I don't think these guys are all that difficult, though, so I don't see this being that big of an issue. Yeah, alright. Now, we didn't fight these guys in the Tyranno lair, but you see, if you do attack them and you don't kill them, they will counterattack you and they will start throwing people around. Literally. So, just try to take them out as soon as you can and you should be good on that. Alright, so... Well, let's see, do we even have to... Oh, we didn't even have to hit a switch. Whoopsie. Oh, well. Yeah, and that is basically just opening up a save point. Alright, so, yep. And then we've got to hit this one. And I think we are required to go down this hole. Oh, gato! Splat. Now, let's see, is this one the one that opens it up? Yeah, okay, sweet. And then... we can grab this tab here, and I think by the fact that we have not hit the other switch, we may avoid, yeah, we avoid the enemies that we could end up fighting. Now you see that tab there, first let me go ahead, and since it's pretty close, I can just go ahead and grab it. And then basically we roll around here. Oh crap, I missed treasure, shoot. Now you might be thinking, well, this doesn't seem that long so far. In large part, the reason why this takes so long is not so much because of this area, but because even once we get done here, there is more. A bit more. Not a huge amount, but there is a bit more, and I'm going to go back and get this treasure, try to skirt the walls, so that I can avoid the battle. The blue rock is one of the triple tech items you can get. I may show those off later, I may not, I'm not really sure. If you want to get out of here easily, you can take this ladder, and it will take you back where we were. I don't want to do that, though. I want to go ahead and finish this area out. And subtly hidden treasure there. Zodiac Cape is a good piece of equipment for mages. I don't think it's his best, let me check. But it's a good piece of equipment for him. Let's see. Zodiac Cape. Let's see. No, it's not his best, but I did forget to re-equip people, so I'm glad I looked, actually. Alright. Actually, though, No, let me not do that. Let me keep it on these two, and I'm going to... Let's see, I'm actually going to go ahead and put the red vest back on, because we're actually going to need it here. And then, actually, also, let me go ahead and sub-mage us back into the party for Bly. Because we are definitely going to need that red mail again in a minute. Let's see, can I sneak around you guys? I think I can. I don't think I can open this up. No. Alright, just go in here and go upstairs to the areas with these enemies. We can drop them again. And then, I think this is, yeah, this is treasure. Alright, Frenzy Band. Yeah, that is where you get the Frenzy Band. It is fantastic. Basically, if you've been using Chrono to counter, that is the perfect item for him. Because it ensures that his counter rate is 80%. And quit throwing me around. Although, that'll take care of him. That'll work. Okay, for some... Oh, well. Yeah, I guess I thought those guys would actually go down a little bit quicker than they have, but that's not that big of a deal. This will take them out, and then Ayla should be able to take these guys out. With a crit, too. Nice. Alright, so that takes care of those guys, and now I can run over and drop these. Ah, no! Now, I want to try to avoid this, because I don't have to fight these, and they give good tech points if you need them, but I don't need that, so I see no reason to fight them. Alright, this one has... Okay, this one's the down... Whoops. The other egg had an item in it, though, so crap. Mea culpa. Now, what you'll want to do, once you get through here, is go up here and grab the tab that was flashing, and then you want to go downstairs, because, well... downstairs is ultimately the terminus point of, well, of this side quest, or of this part of the side quest anyway. So definitely saving here. And go into the room that has somehow opened up here. Now, you hear that, you hear those cries. Of course, we've heard those cries before. Most principally from the Black Tyranno. And what we end up seeing here is, well, another one standing in the way. But if you try to get past him, we get caught. And now, we end up fighting the Rust Tyranno. Alright, now, this thing has the same sort of functionality and the same sort of potential issues that the Black Tyranno has, and I am not doing very well with this. There we go. You want to charm this guy too, because he can give you mail same way that you see with the other, or with the Son of Sun fight. So try to get that equipment from him, and then once you have it, yep, red mail. Okay, once you have that, just let loose. Now this is actually the first time I've used the Dark Matter attack, which is Magus' most powerful magic by far. And you see the amount of damage he can do with that. Oh. Excuse me. Now, I will say one thing. Save, or think about potentially saving your magic if you don't have Mega Elixirs or anything big, because there is something coming up that is going to demand your attention in regards to fights. Of course, for now though, we don't have to really worry about anything except going all out and taking these guys, or taking this guy to lunch. All right, let me try Falcon Hit, see if it does anything. I don't think it's going to do that much, but we'll see. No, it's not worth it, really. Now, the main reason why you want to have the red mail and red vest on, if you have it, is if that countdown hits, he's going to unleash something that would make the Black Tyranno's super attack look pedestrian in comparison. So you definitely want to be on the lookout for that. Okay, well, Yeah, I'm not going to renew Magus' magic for now. I may do it a little bit later. Or Dave. Dave doesn't need any magic. Especially with Chrono counterattacking like that. Alright, now I think one more, and he's pretty close to being down, I think. I don't remember how many hit points he has, but he should be getting, yep, there he goes. For all of these super bosses, you want to make sure that you that you bring Ayla along. If you want that stealable equipment, you definitely need to have her along with you. Yep. And of course, anything that Terra sees, she wants to eat. But it's too heavy for the three of us. So we need ourselves an army. Well, who's going to carry it for us? Well, actually, we don't have to exit the cave, which is fantastic. But we automatically go to the King of Guardia. Hey, guess what? Heh. They're going to hang on to the rainbow shell. Go and obtain the rainbow shell. Alright. And that pretty much wraps up this aspect of the side quest. Now, you are not automatically healed, so I would recommend you go to your local healing facility, and I can't remember if this one's opened up. Yeah, it is, sweet. Yes. And go ahead and heal up, because we're not quite done with this side quest just yet. And the maid just materialized, huh? By the way, this is the square table that the Knights of the Square Table were gathered around. Looks more rectangular to me, but, you know. Alright, so what we need to do now is we head out of the castle, and fortunately, the crow, the epic, is waiting for us. Now, what we're due to do here to finish out the side quest is to go into the present. Because, well, the treasure is still here. And, well, yeah, it gets interesting, to say the least. Terrorists! Gee, where have we heard that before? Oh, wait a minute. I've got to have Marley in the party. Okay. Yep. You have to have Marley in the party to make this go forward. But once you do, then they'll come running in, and the Chancellor comes gallivanting through. I've been worried. The king really only cares about his realm. Blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't know why this exactly comes up at this point right now, but this is something of a plot hinge. The whole idea that his mother, that while his wife was dying, that he worked all day. It's inhuman. This may be difficult. Well, it suddenly changed for the worst. But she wanted to see him one last time, and according to the Chancellor, he couldn't find the time. Said he had some work to do. But yet, you were a good little daughter, and Eliza passed away in sorrow. Ha! There's the real twist of the knife, is as if the king indirectly killed her. But what do I know? There are reasons for everything, right? Please go and visit the king. Where have we heard this sort of stuff before, Now, it's sitting here talking about a trial? Talking about the king selling off the royal treasures? What? Yeah. Well, what we have is the treasury, where they are keeping the rainbow shell. And you see some interesting little characters over there to the right. We'll deal with them in time, in good time. But for now, there weren't any stairs like this the last time we were here. So, the question then is, what the heck's going on here? Well, oops, not that. We head over here and no entry allowed. And Marley gets her Princess Pouty face again. So we come busting through, and as it turns out, the king is on trial. Now, I've got to wonder how the Chancellor managed to get from the front of the lobby all the way up to the trial area faster than we did. That's impressive. Unveil the rainbow shell to the people at the Millennial Fair. Heh. And the king has no idea what we're talking about because we just found it, literally. Why does the defendant deny the people? Because he no longer has it. He sold it for cash. Father! Yep. Where have we seen this before? I wonder. Confirm your innocence with proof. If he hasn't sold the heirloom, it should be in the castle. Alright, so, well, we have our task. Chancellor, what kind of trickery is this? Alright, so, now our task is to find the rainbow shell. And it's kind of sad, given that we just got it, that she's already forgotten it. Alright, so, of course we were there just a minute ago, so we know where it is. No real need to go into a lot of detail. But what we're going to do is, this is basically a scripted set of events. The guard's pretty much out cold, and these guys, I love it though, the end joke here from Woolsey, Dumb and Dumber. Gee, I wonder what that's named after. He's gonna frame the king, gaw! Now, these guys are a cakewalk. They are the same level enemies that you fought in the cathedral in 600 AD, so they are not going to be tough in the slightest. But I learned a triple tech, wow. Okay. Well, shows you that even in New Game Plus, you've still got new stuff to learn. Huh. Was I convincing? Perfect. Oh boy. Yeah, outright collusion and they do nothing about it. Alright, now, let's see. We get some really good treasures here because, of course, this is late game, and so they make the treasure boxes really spiffy. Now, if I can dodge her, I don't have to fight her. Yay. And we get one more, which I did not dodge. Darn it. Oh well. The good news is, though, these battles are easy. So you don't really have to worry about anything happening. Or anything really even coming close to happening. Alright, so now we come up to the top. Doggone it. It's a lot easier to skip these guys when you're on the way out, because then they're not coming at you as you're walking up to them. They are coming at you as you're walking away from them, and so you're not really going to run into those guys. Then in this room, we get elixir, and let's see, lapis, hyperether, and we get the rainbow shell. Yay, it's still here! And it's a paper. It's a note from... Well, we'll see in a minute. Yes, I know things are tough between you and your father, but nothing can break your bond of blood, neither words of anger nor great distances. Someday, when you have children, you will understand. This special bond is part of a family tree which links us together. And it is indeed Queen Lean from 400 years ago. Ha! Time passed. Grow big. Leave nest. Aqua, leave too. Leave nest. Have baby. Baby, grow big. Leave nest too. And of course, she's throwing up the party motions there. So we take a piece of the rainbow shell. Not very much. And given as hard as it was, I'm really not sure how we did, but... Then we get to see the verdict. And the verdict is not going to work out nearly as well for the king as it did for us. We got a full acquittal. He ain't getting squat. But now it's our task to make our way back from here. And as you see, those snake enemies end up coming at us as we... Darn it. As we go at the back end instead of coming up the front end, which would cue the battles. But everybody else is taken care of, so now all we really need to do is make our way up and try to keep our father from... Terra's father from being executed. Unfortunately, though, as we found out from the guards earlier, we can't get in. So, we've got to figure out another way to get in. And, well, the king is found guilty. This domain shall be mine! Wait! And then, one of the monumental scenes really in these side quests, as she climbs up the window and... boom! Busts through the glass. And we get the Chancellor face again. Princess! Well, we've got the proof. Nonsense. The king's a crook. No, you're the crook, buddy. Impossible. Ruh-roh. Hee. Yep. It is, in fact, as the king runs out the door, Super Ultra Presto Transformo! And yes, it is Yakra the 13th. So we get to fight him, or we get to fight Yakra again. Except this time, yeah, he's got a lot more to him, definitely. Alright, sweet, we got the white mail, good. Now let's go ahead and cue that final kick, because we've not used that, I've not ever used that triple tech before, so let's see what it looks like. I don't know how much damage this is going to do, but... Okay, well it's a bolt kick and an ice kick, and that's pretty good, actually. I tend to prefer my individual attacks. They deal more damage out, just basically all in all. But that's not bad at all, really. Alright, now the only thing with this is Marley's importance, or Aqua's importance in the story, is really diminished from this point forward. Because, well, she ends up, she's only really good for haste, basically. Or, well, a lot of healing. I mean, I'll go ahead and use Ice 2 with her, but I don't really see it being particularly necessary or notable. I figure this probably do about 700-800 damage, I guess. Oh, wow, not even 700. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see. Let me go ahead. I'm going to do another triple tack. Now, you notice he's got those spikes the same way that you kind of see with Lavos. This is where the battle's going to get a bit rough because, well, he hits hard and he hits fast. In fact, this is as close as I've gotten at all to dying And, uh-oh. I think Aqua's going to take it in the gut. I forgot he has that final spike. Yep. Dang it. Ah, my first character to die in battle. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, we're beyond the point that we really need the experience, so... Ah, darn it. Oh well. The end of my death-free playthrough. I really like this scene because it solves a lot of the issues, really, between father and daughter. And that's really what it is, for all intents and purposes. And it also provides the truth about what the Chancellor was in fact thinking, or was in fact saying. Huh. Aw, yay! They're getting back together. Well, they're mending their fences, I guess. Huh. Oh, I really like this part too. What Eliza meant with her last words. Huh. Well, yeah, I mean, really though, in a New Game Plus, there's not much of an excuse for dying in battle. Granted, those Yakra counterattacks can be rough, especially, I mean, they concentrated entirely on Aqua, so I just didn't really have the chance to heal her, unfortunately. You ran around saying, "Daddy, it's fun having all my favorite people here." Yeah. So, things end up pretty nicely. Or at least, you know, solved pretty well. Yep, you sure did. Now, remember that sparkly in the corner? We will need it. We'll get it in a second. But not quite yet, because, well, I'll let you exit the castle, but be careful now. Ah, but it's not over yet. No, I don't think I am. Well, if I do, I'm going to definitely break it down into chunks, because I mean, this has been going on for oh god, this has been going on for almost 9 hours now, so that would be, oh god, I think YouTube would break. Heck, Twitch would break. I'm surprised Twitch hasn't broken already. And now, heh, Melchior gets to do his thing. Now, we can actually go ahead and go up and claim the key, so I'm going to go do that first. Because, well, that locked treasure chest that we saw over there, yeah, it is definitely the same deal that we see, or that we saw at the very beginning of the game. And that is, the Chancellor somehow fits into a treasure box. Whew, finally. Jeez, that must have been quite the treasure chest. Yeah, I think what I may end up doing is, I don't know, I've been taking breaks every couple of hours or so. So I will probably upload them. What I'll probably do is upload them. I don't know if I'm going to do 30 minutes or an hour at a time, because I'm also uploading the Legend of Mana stuff as well. So I've got to work on getting those ready too, actually. But we finally get Chancellor Face for the first time for a good reason, and not for, hey, I'm evil, I'm going to destroy you all. Alright, now we go through the armory, and there's obviously nobody here because we cleaned everyone out. But Melchior is waiting over at the Rainbow Shell. Ha! This is a very rare! Oh, Woolsey. As armor, it deflects magic. I can make you 1 prism dress featuring maximum defense, or 3 less effective prism helms. Alright, now, typically what I've done is I've taken the prism... I think I took the prism helms, actually, when I played this in the LP. So, I'm going to take the prism dress. Only females may equip it. Yeah, that's the kicker with it, though. So, I'll go ahead and take the prism dress, and we'll get some interesting workings going on. Okay, thanks for coming in, Rage. It's good to see you again, and hello again, Silent Martyr. Glad you could rejoin me. Alright, yeah, dress for Ayla because... Oh, I didn't actually put the armor back on her, but oh well. That might, to some degree, explain why he was hitting hard. And yeah, Oh, why, Aqua? Why did I let you die? Alright, let's see. Who else has the... I think I've... Oh yeah, I've got the other prism dress on Bly, or Lucia. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about healing Aqua right now because I don't really need to. Let's see. The prism dress locks status, so I'm going to go ahead and switch Ayla to the safe hat, or the safe helm. I don't have any haste helms. I do have haste helms. Never mind. You're getting the haste helm. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I'll do for now. And then, of course, we get to talk. And he does more with it. Now, if you had not done the Sunstone quest yet, the prism dress is where you would stop for now. Now, with these the sunshades and the prism specs, I didn't realize the importance of them until, actually, I think until I was LPing the game. I'd never used them when I was actually playing the game. And so I felt like a bit of an idiot when I discovered, hey, guess what? Yeah, those prism specs can be really powerful. Ha. So now we have another rainbow sword, which we don't need because I've already got one for Chrono. But that takes care of that side quest. And that is the longest of the side quests that we have here. At least as far as I mean, aside from the Black Omen, of course. That one, I guess, is technically a side quest. I don't really consider it to be such, but it technically is. Alright, give me food! Give me food! I want the Chrono Special! This dish is named after a hero from the past. From the past? I'm right here! I'm in the present and the future. Okay, wow, that didn't sound cocky at all. Ha! Well, it's definitely special. And apparently, in Chrono Trigger, we eat by running. Interesting. Alright, so that pretty much wraps this up. Let me go ahead and get the treasure while I'm here, because I'm not going to be coming back to Guardia Castle, so I want to go ahead and grab this stuff while I can. Let's see, there was... Yeah, let me go ahead... Oh no, I don't think I claimed that yet. Did I? I don't quite remember. Of course, it's been a bit of a long play, so forgive me if I'm forgetting one or two things. Alright, let's see. Well, let me go to the past and make sure that I've claimed that sealed box first. I know, it'll add a little bit of time to this, so mea culpa, but I just don't quite remember if I ever actually did anything with it. I don't think there's anything here. No, alright, that's it for that. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for Guardia Castle in the present, by and large, although we will be coming back to get that treasure chest in just a minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way generally that I have been able to figure that out over the years, I guess. 100G, gee, thanks a lot. Okay, no, thank you. I will go back and get this in the present and get the souped up version. And then I will come back in the past and gobble you up. And so now we've got the right Chancellor, we've got the right Cook. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to push this text box out. Alright, so back to the present so that we can pick up that treasure and then probably go ahead and do... I guess the next quest then is going to be the forest. Is going to be Fiona's forest. And that one can be a little rough. Typically when I had played Chrono Trigger, that actually was the first side quest that I had generally done. And it is a rough first side quest to get. Oh boy. Because especially the first time I played it, I didn't realize the gravity of just how rough that quest is. And oh boy, it's beyond rough for somebody in probably high 30s, low 40s level wise. It can be painful, especially if you're like me and I didn't have the right equipment. Alright, now we've gotten the red mail, so it's going to be the red vest here, of course, because it mentioned that on the power-up screen. Yes, we've already grabbed the other treasure, so thank you. I'll take my red vest and go home. Well, go to the next quest anyway. Alright, so now we have to go back to the present to do this one, of course. And what I'm going to do is, well, yeah, I'm going to leave the party as is. Normally I would switch, switch Frog in. Oh, never mind, I don't have to go to the